Imagine you're a new mom. You're in the mall. Your baby starts to cry. Strangers around you are looking at you like, how are you going to feed your baby? So the question is, how are you going to feed your baby? So many moms are turning more towards breastfeeding nowadays. The majority of the mothers still do breastfeed or still do formula feed, and that's perfectly acceptable. There are benefits to formula feeding and breastfeeding. There has been a rise of stay-at-home moms currently. We're on the increase in comparison to decreasing since the 1960s. The Pew Research Center of Social and Demographical Trends show that the stay-at-home mom rate has increased after years of decreasing. This may be due to the popularity. This may cause the popularity of breastfeeding currently. Since it's on the rise and breastfeeding is on the rise too. But I always like to go with correlation, not causation. So I kind of looked at that when I was looking at the demographics. The benefits of formula are a little obvious. It's easier to carry around. You don't have to refrigerate the formula. You can just pour water into it and the formula. The ease of access. A lot of moms don't feel they have to go and leave somewhere in order to feed their child or even cover up the baby as they're feeding the baby. The number one thing I think that causes moms to bottle feed, and this can be in regards to breastfeeding or formula feeding, is that they can monitor how much the baby does receive. The bottles have little ounces on them, so you can see how much you're actually feeding your baby. The normalized breastfeeding movement, I mentioned that in my previous video. The movement isn't to demonize those who do formula feed, because many moms do recognize that baby formula does have some great properties to it, just not as much as breastfeeding. The mission is to support moms in nursing and pumping whenever necessary. That just means being able to feed your baby whenever, wherever, either by bottle, by breast, formula feed, whatever. In the end, it is to make it normal for a breastfeeding mom to feed in public. America has sexualized breasts, and not many look at breast as nutrition for babies anymore. It's a sad reality, but I did talk with a Muslim mom. I don't remember her name. She's just local to me. And she had nursed 5 babies. Despite having to be covered from basically head to toe, you could see the eyes and everything. Like, her face didn't really need to be covered, and her hands didn't need to be covered. Everything else did need to be covered. That baby was born in Saudi Arabia, and nobody really batted an eye if she needed to feed her baby. She would just breastfeed her baby, and this was in public, in mosques. Nobody batted an eye because it was normal, and that's what the normalizing breastfeeding movement is about. In the end, it's crucial to future generations that breastfeeding is normalized and sexualization is not present in regards to breasts. The main function for them is to feed. It's not for pleasure or anything else, strictly to feed. There's a slogan that's currently coined by moms going around the internet, and it's by Crunchy Moms. It's to know better, do better. I think this is certainly the case. The more educated that you are and what is going around in the world around you, you can be a better person and adapt more to your surroundings. The more you know, the more you grow. Thank you.